Welcome! So today, we're going to dive into a pretty unique hair and beard cream that's built around a very old school secret ingredient. We're going to break down exactly what's in it, who it's for, and what it claims to do, all by deconstructing the product's own story. And right out of the gate, we get to the heart of what makes this product so different. I mean, the question on the screen says it all. Beef fat? For your beard? It sounds a little wild, right? But believe it or not, that's the star ingredient we're exploring today. So the product at the center of all this is called the Back to Naturalness Tallow Hair and Beard Growth Cream. And as you can probably guess from the name, its whole philosophy is about getting back to natural ingredients, and tallow is definitely leading the charge. So let's start by figuring out, who is this stuff even for? All right, section 1, the user. So who is this product actually designed to help? Well, according to the company's own info, the target audience is surprisingly broad. You know, it's not just for beards. The company says it's for both men and women, no matter what their hair type is. But it really seems to zero in on people with some specific goals, like tackling thinning hair, soothing a dry, itchy scalp, or trying to fill in a patchy beard. Okay, now for the main event. Tallow. What is this stuff that the entire product is built around? And more importantly, why on earth would you put it in a hair cream? Well, it's about as straightforward as it sounds. Beef tallow is simply a rendered form of beef fat. And rendered is just a fancy way of saying it's been melted down and purified. You know, they clarify it to remove any impurities, and what you're left with is a stable, clean fat. And this is nothing new. People have been using this stuff for centuries for everything from cooking to making candles. So why tallow? Well, the whole argument rests on its nutritional profile. It's naturally packed with fat-soluble vitamins. We're talking A, D, E, and K. The idea is that these are the exact nutrients your hair and scalp need to be nourished, but from the outside in. And here it is, this is the big why behind their claims. The core idea is that the chemical makeup of tallow is incredibly similar to sebum. That's the natural oil our own scalp produces. So by mimicking this oil, the product claims it can help nourish hair follicles and support healthier growth, all without clogging your pores. It's like giving your scalp something it already recognizes. Of course, tallow isn't working alone here. It's supported by a whole cast of other natural oils that are meant to round out the formula. And you can see they really double down on the all-natural theme. Along with the tallow, you've got a line of oils that are really popular in hair care. You've got moisturizers like jojoba and avocado, and then others like Jamaican Black Castor Oil and rosemary oil, which people have associated with healthy hair for ages. It's a very nature-focused blend, for sure. Okay, so we know what's in it, but how are you supposed to use it and what kind of results are being talked about? Let's dive into the practical side of things. The application process is really simple. The key takeaway is to start small. A little goes a long way. You just work it into a clean scalp or beard, really focusing on any thinning or patchy areas. The company suggests using it about 3 to 5 times a week to see the best results. Now, this is a really important point that comes directly from the source material. The company is super clear in its FAQ section that results are not guaranteed. They say that while some people might feel improved moisture pretty quickly, any bigger changes could take a lot longer with consistent use. So really, the key here is to manage your expectations. So what are people saying about it? Well, based on the reviews on the company's own website, the reception seems really positive. It's got an average rating of 4.8 out of 5 stars, which is pretty impressive. And to put a voice to that number, here's a direct quote they feature on the site from a user named Jake M. He says, "After just a month, my beard feels thicker and softer, finally something natural that truly works." And for him, it seems that natural aspect was a really big deal. All right, let's pull all of these threads together. What's the main takeaway from our deep dive into this tallow-based hair cream? So in a nutshell, this is a product for anyone looking for a natural solution to thinning hair or a patchy beard. The whole concept hangs on beef tallow's ability to act like our scalp's own oils, and it's backed up by a blend of other plant-based ingredients. And through it all, they make it really clear that your results may vary. And this all brings us to a final, bigger question. The rise of a product that's centered on an ancient ingredient like tallow is, well, it's pretty interesting. In a world that's so full of high-tech, lab-created formulas, it kind of makes you wonder, is the future of wellness actually found by looking to the past? Thanks for joining me on this one.